Hi, this is Paul Duncan from Retail Dimensions. What I'm going to show you today is the alternative catalog manager to the ECI merchandiser for Retail Pro. So I'm going to start up the e-commerce module here, and we call it RD8. And if we take a quick look at it, it's based on what was built for Retail Pro 9. We can see our products here by department class, subclass, or by vendor. So we've got navigation of two separate ways to look at our products. What I'm going to do is bring in I have a copy of ECI merchandiser here. Here's my catalog structure and the products that are in it. So what I'm going to do is I've run a process out from ECI. I'm going to bring that in and we're going to create the catalog from our ECI merchandiser. So we'll bring in the category tree and we will bring in all the additional data that you had in ECI merchandiser. And we will also bring in the word mapping that you may have created in ECI, and we'll import that. Now, if I start this up again, we'll see in here now we've got our website with our catalog structure and the products that have been assigned to that those categories, right here in our catalog manager. If we look back at our ECI merchandiser, let me just bring that up again. We can put these two side by side and we'll see in our girls shoes category the three products, and again we see those three products right here as well. So let's put ECI merchandiser away and show you some of the things you can now do in the RD8 catalog manager. First off the bat, you can see immediately it's a slightly different interface. All these columns are sortable. You can sort things the way you want. There's filters here, so if we wanted to search on a description field, maybe something just starting with the letter S, we're immediately down to the records that we want to see there. A couple of other things here. If I go back up into my DCS codes, let's just look at apparel, boys. Here are all the products I've got on my boys apparel. Again, as we mentioned earlier, you can sort these columns. You can add additional columns if you wanted to see those in there. You can certainly do that. We can also here see right off the bat whether or not products have been assigned to the website. So I can see here that these products have been assigned to multiple categories. I can see that these products down here have been assigned to a single category. If I double click on the product now, I can see here's my category structure represented on my website, and I can see that this product has been assigned to the boys shoes category. At this point, I could choose to also add it to the men's shoes, and it would be there. I could do the same thing by dragging and dropping it. I can show you that. Some other things visible in here. This is similar to the bottom half of the ECI merchandiser screen. So we can see here our sell always, sell never. You'll see there's some additional ones here. Allow back order, display only, no back order, pre-order. You've got multiple in stock and out of stock messages that you can put in here. We can put in shipping weights, amounts, and handling, meta titles, meta keywords. Here's our descriptions that came over from ECI merchandiser. We support a couple of additional descriptions, alternate descriptions, that can be used if the website will support it. Here are all the items that make up that product, that style. So this shoe comes in black and brown. We can have different weights and lengths, dimensions for each item. You can see the item number here. So you've got the ability to add a lot of different data for the product. Images. We brought the images over from ECI, but you can also assign up to 5 images here. So if I bring up some additional images, I'm going to bring up this screen here, and we can literally drag and drop our images into the interface there. If we wanted to assign images to the different colors here, we've got some images assigned to black, and I could assign more images to black, and we can assign images to the brown as well. So that's all drag and drop capability. Keep in mind, the website needs to be able to support the multiple images and the swatches. Swatches here, we could certainly choose to assign a swatch based on a color code. You can get in here and get very elaborate with your color swatches, or you could choose to use an image itself. And we've got the same ability here to either search for the image or drag and drop the image into the swatch piece there. Related items, a little bit different than what's in ECI merchandisers. So right here, we've got these skater kicks. We can, obviously it didn't have any in ECI, but we can say for these boys' shoes, we're going to make this and this related items. And we've got a choice here of either making them related items or what we call a circular reference. Is not only are we relating these shoes to the Hurley skates and the UGG slips, by selecting this top one here, we're also relating the UGG slippers and the Hurley skates back to these shoes. So it's doing two of the relationships with a click of one mouse. Now, you'll notice there that I clicked the top one and the bottom one. This is another thing that may not be apparent to many people. Certainly, if you've used ECI Merchandiser, you'll be familiar with the ability to find products and drag and drop them into a category. So I can take a non-contiguous selection of products like that and drag and drop those. I could hover over my category and it'll expand out, and then I can drop those products into my shoes categories. Okay, so there are some of the things that you can do with this e-commerce module, what we call RD8. It gives you the ability to import everything from your ECI merchandiser. So products, categories, images, long descriptions. And then once you've got it in here, there's a number of different things you can do. So if you wanted to look at, for example, we may want to exclude all the products that have already been assigned to a category. Now we're just focused on those products that need to get put into various categories. Okay, so we're not having to go through and look at all the products that we've already taken care of and put onto the website. We can just focus on those products that are not assigned to any categories at this point. So keep in mind, yes, you can sort columns. It's very easy to take what we call a non-contiguous selection of products, drag and drop those. We can see right off the bat if the product's been assigned to a category or not. We can double click on it to get all the product information. If we wanted to add it to a third category, unlimited number of categories, we can do that. Meta titles, meta keywords, related items, images, drag and drop, as well as images per color of the product. Okay, so you've got a lot of capabilities there. The synchronization process, similar to ECI, probably more in line with the version 9 synchronization. We have what we call a process out that runs very quickly, gets the data out of Retail Pro, and then we exchange that up to the website. We have separate functions to exchange down and process in. So if this is something that you want to look at, you want to take a look at what you're running on ECI, you're probably not ready yet. Perhaps you're not ready to upgrade to Retail Pro 9, but you want to stay on Retail Pro 8 and keep the e-commerce link going. This is certainly a good alternative for you. So next step, give us a call, send us an email at Retail Dimensions, and we can help you there. Thanks.